Shalom. I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. And salutations and peace and much blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel. All right, fellow laborers of Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian descent. All right, Israelite foreigners as well. We're scattered amongst the heathen nations around the four corners of the earth by our Israelites to their father's side. And you aqua, that's humbling yourself. That's humbling yourself to escape the impending doom that's to come upon this wicked ass kingdom. Peace and shalom. Here you go. Here you go. This is the mixture of perverse spirits that's here in Babylon. This is a perfect example. I'm reading some of this here, just to read a little quick here. A former mortuary employee in Arkansas has pleaded guilty to stealing body parts and fetal remains and selling them for profit to purchasers out of state, federal prosecutors said Thursday. All right, this devil in Little Rock is accused of selling 24 boxes. Let me click on another one here. And you can clearly see, let me go back. This one here, you see the guy. And you can clearly see what's going on here. You can clearly see what's going on here. These people are into Satan worship. And you know what? Let me add this as well. And I think it's safe to assume that these people are into enchantments and all forms of witchcraft and sorceries and so on, but mainly enchantments, literally trying to save this place, trying to continue on receiving favors from Satan. I think it's safe to assume that. Why else would anyone be buying dead body parts? Why else? And I'm hoping to find the guy in another. Because that article, something keeps popping up. They're trying to protect Esau Edom here, hide the identity. I think it's kind of funny how so-called black man gets involved in something that's facing his and her facing all over the news, but Esau Edom, they conceal their identities a lot of the times. These people are some demons, man. This is that Isaiah 19. This is just another example of Isaiah 19. Isaiah 19:14, the Lord hath mingled, and that mingled, you mingle, you're mixing like different varieties, different varieties. So this is just another example of the evil, wicked, foul spirits that's here in Babylon, aka America. The Lord hath mingled a perverse, that word perverse, perverse of a person or their actions showing a deliberate or obstinate desire to behave in a way that is unreasonable or unacceptable, often in spite of the consequences. That's a perverse spirit. That's a perverse spirit. See how it keeps popping up. Okay, she sold 20 boxes of stolen body parts from medical school cadavers to a Pennsylvania man for nearly $11,000. What the hell is going on in Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania's been on the news a lot lately. It's just a neighbor to us, to us Ohioans. Ohio has a perverse spirit. Hell, all of Babylon. The April 5th incident unseals Friday in federal court in Little Rock accused the bitch of a former mortuary worker of setting up the transactions with a man she met through a Facebook group about oddities. Mm. I'm not going to delve too much into this, but like I said, these people are into some foul madness, man. So let's see what the blue letter says about perverse. Distorting, perverting, or warping. A warped view of things. You know, these great Americans have a warped view on reality. A warped view on reality. Whereas they push do as you please. As long as it makes you happy, do it, you know. Distorting. Pull or twist out of shape, give a misleading or false account or impression of. This has always been going on here in Babylon. This has always been the spirit here in Babylon. It's always been the spirit here in Babylon. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof. As a drunken man staggereth in his vomit, unclean ways. You know, this place is full of a lot of unclean ways. You know, what does it say concerning this wicked ass place? Mystery concerning mystery Babylon. Revelation, I think it's 18, 17. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. That's this place here. People ought to be ashamed of themselves, but they're not ashamed. They're not ashamed. They're not ashamed, and have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. And now this place is being exposed. You know, it's skirt. When you lift a woman's skirt up, it's like it's like she quickly tries to pull it down, like like an embarrassment, like being ashamed, like you pull it, let me hold it down. Except the black woman would let it all shine out for a few seconds. The black woman will allow you to get a few peeks for a few seconds. But this place, this shame has been seen, like the scripture says, thy nakedness have been uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. And then you have the politicians, you have the elected officials. They go lightly on these people. They give us just a slap on the wrist. Just a quick slap on the wrist. A perverse spirit, a perverse contrary to an accepted or expected standard or practice of a verdict against the weight of evidence or the direction of the judge on a point of law. And what does the scripture say about Esau Edom? He is he's profane. He's profane. Let me hit that real quick. It's Hebrews. He's profane. Man, it's beautiful being at the end of this thing, man. It's beautiful being at the end of this thing. And this piece of shit who has always gave us bywords, who always labeled us as the dope heads, and we always labeled us as the criminal, the drug dealers, the murderers. And even still unto this day, we're constantly every day on the news, it's them. You have Jake as well, these simple-minded, stupid-ass niggas. But on the most part, it's always Esau Edom. I can show you a clear example every day, constantly, every day I wake up, it's Esau, Edom. Okay, so it says here in Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. See, it's his nature. This is his nature to be profane, to be a fornicator. It's his nature to be foul. It's his nature to be a base man. You know? Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. It shows you where his principles and morals lay. Profane person. And what I want to do, I will always go to the Oxford accessible law to be trodden of places and profane, unhallowed, common public place of men, ungodly, an ungodly man. He's an ungodly man. These same ungodly men are ruling the world. These same ungodly men are ruling Babylon. These same ungodly men. Get this thing back on. Okay. Defined from Oxford language. Profane relating or devoted to that which is not sacred or biblical. Secular rather than religious. So, you know, the world should have order. And since the world has no order, look around is the result thereof. Just look around you. You know, if your eyes are open, which the majority of the people's eyes aren't open. They consider every goddamn body a good person. I'm a good person, but that same person that robbed your ass, that same person's a dope head, you know, that same person's a damn whore or a mole, you know, and that same person passed judgment on people on things that they're guilty of their damn selves, and so on and so on. They eat any these same people that are good people. They eat any goddamn thing you put in their face, man. Literally any goddamn thing. That's why it's not surprising to see this type of foul behavior going on in this place. Of a person or that behavior not respectful of orthodox religious practice, irrelevant, treat something sacred with irreverence or disrespect. It was a serious matter to profane a tomb. Esau had respect for the dead. He had respect for his cemeteries. When man, people die, man, you bury them. You know, you don't keep them above ground, and that's why this shit like this happens. Because this place is out of order. It's not following after the laws, statutes, and commandments that was put forth to follow after, which is good, which was good. You know, they have dead bodies up in these places, man. They study them, they dissect them in classes, and place is gone, man. Literally gone. This profane place, so it has to burn. You know, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. This place has to go. It has to go. So what they're doing there, let me hit that. Is it Isaiah 58? Enchantments. Hmm. 47. So you use your spiritual eye to understand what's going on here, to know what's going on here. That behind the scenes, stand down with thine enchantments and with thy multitude of thy sorceries. They're trying to receive favor from Satan. They want it to continue on. They want it to continue on, not knowing that Satan works for the Most High. Dumbasses. And now eventually, they're gonna call on. They're gonna go on with their rituals, and it's gonna completely turn against them in that moment. I can't remember the name of the movie. Whereas they pulled a demon, they summoned a demon, and that demon went to hell off. Once they summoned the demon, there was actually a couple of movies. There was one they were on a Ouija board. There was another one they did the thing on the ground with the hexagram, and then the demon appeared and just totally, you know what? The movies is full of examples of like that. And then the demon appears, or the evil spirit appears and just wreaks havoc. That's what's coming eventually. You know, these demons going to appear and they're going to wreak havoc in the lives of these fools, man. They're going to destroy these people into all kind of foul. The scripture says that's what's going on in this place. Stand now with thine enchantments and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored. And you see the scripture, the perverse spirit mentioned in the works thereof. Way, labor, works, they're both compatible. They work two words that are compatible. Cause Egypt to err in every work thereof. Every work thereof. So wherein thou hast labored from thy youth, if so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art word in the multitude of thy sorcerer councils. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble, about to get burnt up, just like I quoted Amos 9:8. Behold, they shall be as stubble. This is stubble. This is future stubble, man. And they don't find no problem with it. Walk around the public eye with no problem. You know, you're supposed to get a hammer and 2x4s and bats and you know, shit like this shouldn't exist in this world. Walking, you know, clearly seeing both of them something wrong. Anyway, shalom.